Hello everyone, this is Latoya of Infinite Nature and I am back with a new video. It's been a minute since I've had an actual video, sit down video in my home, but here we are. And as you can see in the title, this is actually an update video on my supplements that I take. The last time I did a supplements video is when I was pregnant, and now it's almost 3 years later and my supplements have shifted a little bit, so I wanted to give a quick update. And also I wanted to give to also showcase what I give my daughter for supplements too. Now that I'm not breastfeeding her, I still want to ensure that she's getting the nutrients that she needs, and that, you know, I'm taking supplements, so it's, of course, I'm gonna make sure my baby is straight too. And you know, when I first started my plant-based journey, and even when I began eating raw, I did not take supplements. I did not feel the need to do it. But as once I became pregnant and, I was open to do it, and I don't see any issues with me taking supplements. I know that people debate whether or not it's necessary. I say you do what is best for you. You do what your body tells you to do. You do what resonates with you. That's just the best way I could put it. You do your own research, your own due diligence, and you just, allow your gut, your heart to guide you on what is best for you. But to me, supplements don't hurt to take it, as long as you're not taking it too much of it, and as long as you're not deficient in anything. I think that's the biggest thing. And I do think that it's okay to get some blood work done just to see where you're at, because sometimes you may be able to pinpoint some areas in your, when it comes to your body that may need nurturing or care, and maybe it is correlated to some deficiency or something that you can use or you can utilize more of. So that's my take on supplements. It was something that I really wasn't into doing at first initially, but once I became pregnant, as I stated before, I was open to it, and I just don't see any problems with taking it. It doesn't, it's not something horrible, but it's something just, you can consider on a case-by-case basis. But I will say that a lot of times people are concerned with plant-based people, or people who eat plant-based, I should say, or people who eat raw, getting enough of certain things such as B12, and making sure you got enough iron in your system. That's a common thing regardless if you eat plant-based or not. Or what are some other ones? I think big ones is B12 in general, iron, and there's another one that's on the top of my mind, but I don't recall. But those are especially the B12, But I'm going to be showcasing to you. It's you can't see it. Let me tell you something. I'm working on getting my setup better. I'm using my ring light, so I'm really trying to figure this out. Okay, so work with me. All right. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the raw organic meal by Garden of Life. And if you watch my pregnancy one, you'll see that I started taking it then. It was something that my midwife really put emphasis on when I was pregnant, to make sure that my baby grows in a gradual but healthy way. So I started to take protein on top of making sure that I took different types of protein in per day. She recommended 81 grams. I'm not sure how she came up with that number, but I know that she worked with a lot of plant-based mothers, and I think that she kind of teeter-totted with the number based upon the different mothers that she had. And I think it just That's what I think. I don't want to assume that, but I just think that she just worked with so many mothers. She kind of figured out like what worked. It's kind of like, I feel like case study in some ways, kind of like, you know, trying it out with different people and then noticing a trend that works with most mothers. That's what I think. I don't want you to put my word on it, but the point I'm trying to make is that it worked with me. Okay, taking the 80 grams a day definitely worked, because a month later I went on the scale and I gained 7 pounds. So that should let you know right there that yeah, what she did for me, what she told me, it worked. And it released, I didn't have any nausea. Once I upped my protein, I didn't have any nausea. So that's the biggest thing with plant-based mothers. We eat a lot of fruit, especially when we're pregnant. We eat a lot of fruit, but the key is to make sure you're getting enough of your protein so that you're not having nausea, and so that you are maintaining a certain weight to make sure that you grow a baby, especially if you're smaller like I am and like I was much smaller then. I've gained at least 20 some pounds since then. But yeah, but this is raw organic meal, and it does have different, I want to talk to you about the different things that it has in there. It has all types of ingredients. It does have vitamin D, iron, vitamin A, E, thiamine, folate, niacin, biotin, magnesium, selenium, chromium, calcium, vitamin C, K, B6, B12. It has B12 in it. That's why I like it. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize I had B12 in it, but it has B12 in it. Zinc, manganese. It has a lot of stuff in it or whatnot. But I like this. We tend to get the chocolate flavor, but they also have a vanilla flavor too. But we tend to get the raw organic meal. There's different types of the powder. We get the raw organic meal, as it states right there. So the next thing that I want to show is my vitamin code woman. I stick to this brand, Garden of Life. When I took the prenatals, I took the prenatal version of this one, of Garden of Life Raw, the raw ones. And this is the woman's daily one. They have different ones. This one comes with 4 a day. So you take 2 like in the morning, 2 in the afternoon. And I know that may seem like a lot for people, but because I like this brand and I want to make sure that I'm getting all and getting all that I need or whatnot, I choose this one because this one has a little bit more vitamins in it and stuff. So that's why I chose this one, but they do have other ones where you only have to take 1, okay? But I chose this one. I just prefer this one, okay? And I've been taking it for about a couple of months now. I've been taking it because I had the big pack, like the big pack of the prenatals, and my daughter has stopped breastfeeding completely. And I was like, there's no need for me to have these anymore, because she stopped in January, and I was like, well, I have to use all of the ones that I have. That's a big pack. So for the last couple of months, I want to say, maybe a little over a couple of months, I've been taking this and everything is fine. It's the same brand, just different vitamin, and it works for me. This is something I take, also probiotics, also Garden of Life, once daily, 30 billion, 14 probiotics with strains. This is one of the ones that I kept since pregnancy. So this one and this one I've been taking since I was pregnant. And you know, doesn't hurt to take a probiotic no matter what your food preferences are. You know, probiotics are great for digestion, and you know, it's good for balancing your pH. You feel me? So yeah, that's what we have here. So I'm still taking this one. And I'm also still taking vitamin D3. I used to take 10 drops of these because it's 1,000 IU per drop. And now I take 5. I used to take 10 because I was breastfeeding. But now I'm going down to 5 because it's, you know, the spring is here. We're getting into summer, and I take 5. I probably will take a little more in when it gets more colder. later on this year when it gets more into the winter months. But that's where I'm at for this. I still take it, you know. I recall when I first got pregnant, the only thing that was low on my initial, and I was just taking, at that time I was just taking the prenatals, was the vitamin D. And with my consistency, the next time I tested, I was just fine. And I remember my midwife saying, like, what did you do to make sure that your vitamin D stay up, so I can, you know, talk to my other clients about this? And I said, I just took it every day. That's pretty much what I did. So that's pretty much what it is. Just make sure you take your vitamins. If you decide to take them, make sure you take them every day. So the next thing that we have that we use in our smoothies for the most part is spirulina. You know, still take the spirulina or whatnot. This is the smaller size one. But you know, we put this in our smoothies. You can also sometimes, if you eat popcorn, you know, you can sprinkle spirulina on your popcorn. I used to eat it like that when I ate popcorn. So you can do that also. And Hawaiian, it's a pure Hawaiian spirulina. It's nature's superfood supplement. You know, this is greens. You can never get enough of green. This is green. Let me see if you can. I don't think you will be able to see this. I don't think you can see that, but it's a deep blue, like a blue-green color, you know. And let me show you what else. Let me see. I'm gonna read. It says, take 1 teaspoon daily or in between meals. Enjoy mixed in juice, fruit smoothies, or sprinkled in food. Refrigerate after openings. This was in the refrigerator. Hawaiian spirulina Pacifica strengthens the immune system and supports cardiovascular health, as well as nourishes the body and supports a healthy lifestyle. Our spirulina is grown on the sunny coast of Kona, Hawaii, in fresh Hawaiian aquifer water without using pesticides or herbicides. Our ocean chill drying technology ensures maximum nutrient levels of vitamins. I said of animals, of vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and phytonutrients. For over 35 years, our unique farm to bottle process and rigorous quality control produces pure high-quality spirulina from a source you can trust, free of gluten, lactose, soy, corn, wheat, or yeast. So that's what we have here. And also, they're kind of in the same family, but it's just more so about your preference. Here's also chlorella. We use this in smoothies also. And yes, this is from Sunburst. See, these two are in my last video, so you can go look at it if you want more details on it. I'm just giving like a quick update. But also, I like to use, this is something, I don't know, I just feel like I like sharing this. Chia seeds. Like, it says here, great for omega-3s. It's great for digestion too. Yes. It has lots of benefits. But that's the biggest one that I can think of off the top of my head, is great for digestion and omega-3s. And I tend to put this in a smoothie when I make smoothies. And I also do the chia seed dish. So I do that also. Now, we're gonna focus really quick on what I do for my daughter. So my daughter drinks smoothies like with us. So she's getting this and this and this in her smoothies. She's getting the same thing we eat in our smoothies. On top of, she takes this, which is also Garden of Life, and it's in powder form. So what we do is we put it in her smoothies in the morning, so she doesn't taste anything. It doesn't. Some people may say that they taste it, but you gotta put this in a smoothie and make sure you blend it really well. You know, so that's the biggest thing. But I find that taking this was great. We recently had her checkup. Her 2.5 year checkup, was it last month, and her blood work, I mean, as far as they checked for her iron, and it was good. It was actually, it got higher, you know what I'm saying? She gained weight. she like in the last 6 months she jumped like 5 pounds, and she's doing good, you know. So she's all good. Before I started, you know, started giving her this, I was giving her vitamin D because her when we went to her pediatrician appointment, and when she turned 2, it was recommended that we start doing that. I think partially because she was starting to slow down with breastfeeding or whatnot. So I was like, why not? She was really starting, like, it seemed like once she hit 2 years old, she just started to show less and less interest in breast milk. So I wanted to make sure she was getting her vitamin D, you know, because that, you know, you'll find that, you know, that's really big for your, you know, your bones, especially for children. You'll find that children who are more, you know how that have rickets, you know, so and they may walk more with their feet inward. It shows up in different ways, but you know, I've always been big on making sure she got vitamin D. When she was breastfeeding, I was taking in, you know, like I said, I was taking in a lot, 10,000 IU a day. Yeah, so she definitely got her vitamin D in for sure. But now that she's definitely not breastfeeding, I started to make sure she was taking this, you know. And some days I may miss, but it's also in here too. Vitamin D is in here. And I'm sure it's in here too. Like, so it's like she's getting it or whatnot, on top of eating things that we eat. So with that being said, we're on to the next thing. But let me show this again just in case you want to look at it really quick. Like, you know, I really thoroughly look at these things before I buy it for her, you know. So I say do your due diligence. If that doesn't resonate with you, you'll find another brand, or you don't do it at all if you feel like your child doesn't need it. You know, you do what's best for you. I'm not about telling people what they need to do. So now I wanted to share this again because I started taking these again. So if you look at an old video of mine from like probably 2016, I was talking about Queen Afua's Heal Thyself, her detox kit. She has a 7-day, 14-day, and a 21-day. Back in the day, I used to get her detox kits, and she gives a lot. Her products, there are a lot that comes in it, so it lasts longer than how long it's supposed to last, right? So I got the 7-day kit, and it comes with the Green Life, which is amazing. When you're actually, like, I recently did a liquid fast. I took this normally 3 times a day in water or with juice or something, you know, like a vegetable juice. And I did it 3 times a day. That's ideal when you're actually doing some level of a detox. But I also strive to take it daily, like take 1 tablespoon and put it in some water or juice or whatever, you know, at least once a day right now. But this is awesome. It has spirulina. So you see, I'm getting my spirulina in. You know, wheatgrass, psyllium husk, and flaxseed. So, you know, you can never get enough of this. And like I said, I have older videos where I'm specifically talking about how I'm doing a liquid fast, like a 21-day or something, or a 4-week class, and I'm using this. So I'm back. I'm revisiting this again. And the products are awesome. Then we also have the Master Herbal. I'm almost out of this one because I was using this. But this is great tea that is great, very great with elimination. So you like boil it at night. You're supposed to boil it and let it steep at night, and then drink it the first cup at night, and then drink another one. You wake up in the morning and then drink the next one by the time it's noon. It supports you in releasing and letting go, you know. So that's great. Then also we have the I'm pretty much out of this. I'm just saving this because I wanted to show this in the video, but it's Colinese. Let me make sure I show this. I apologize. I want to show you the other one too, because you may not was able to see it. Here it is. But yeah. So, but the Colinese is just pretty much cold pressed olive oil, castor oil, and vitamin E, and that also helps you to release. You feel me? I find that after I drank this, like a warm cup of this, especially if you put like lime or lemon in it, yeah, it's gonna help you release some more. I was less bloated afterwards, and I think I talked about that in the Instagram live. Like, I noticed a difference that my stomach was a little flatter because, like I said in that live, I went 3 years without doing any form of liquid fast because I wasn't trying to do anything while I was pregnant and breastfeeding. So that was my choice to do that. And then also the herbal laxative that you take right with, like, I think like maybe a couple of hours before you go to bed, you take this laxative. And then it also comes with Breath of Life, and the laxative is the Cascara Sagrada, and it's capsules. And then also we have the Breath of Life, which is very awesome. It really is refreshing. It really will support you in cleansing your lungs and your throat. It really is very great if you tend to have issues with that already. The ingredients include oils of peppermint and eucalyptus. So eucalyptus, that's supportive of your throat. As a matter of fact, I'm going to probably make some eucalyptus teas because I need to for my throat, because I've been expressing myself a lot today, so I need to do that, honey. All right. But anyway, then I also have the Rejuvenation Clay. I really, 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 really like this. Like, I've always loved this. Like, I remember when I first started to use this back in 2016. And I saw, what is it, 2015? It might have been 2015, my bad. I keep saying 2016, but I think it was actually 2015 when I first started. I saw a difference in how my face looked. And you can use this on anything. You can ingest it. This particular one, you can use it. You can ingest it. You can brush your teeth with it. You can put it on any areas that has pain. If you're a woman and you have cysts on your breast or whatever, and you want to release that, you could do that along with doing other things. With supporting that on your womb, you can do all type. Like, this could be used on several things, okay? But it smells good. It has like a minty scent to it. It smells really good. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, but that is pretty much it. And I also, it comes with, well, actually, let me see what I got. I got the Nutrition Kitchen chart. I already have all the charts because I did the 21-day detox back in the day. So, but it comes with also little charts that are great reminders of like what is healthy, what is not healthy. It's just just friendly reminders of what to eat. So it comes automatically with a Nutrition Kitchen chart. But if you get the 21-day detox, then it comes with more than that. It comes with way more. Okay. But that's all that I wanted to share really quick. This video was way longer than I anticipated. So if you stayed this far, I am very, very grateful that you stayed this far. And just stay tuned for more videos. I've been like really, really busy, and I've been really focused on these challenges that I've been doing ever since March. I've been working, you have to work on these things prior to it actually starting. So I've been really immersed in my challenges for the first portion of the year. So I'm kind of glad that after I do this summer solstice one, that I'm going to have a little break, and I can focus a little bit more on other things as far as book reviews and just other topics that I normally, dibble dabble into. So stay tuned for that. You can always contact me if you have any questions at loveinfinitenation@gmail.com, or go to loveinfinitenature.com, and then you could click on the contact tab and then send me an email that way, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. You can also send me a DM on my social media platforms, which includes Infinite Nature #1 on Instagram, Infinite Nature #1 on Twitter, Infinite Nature #1 on Tumblr. No, Infinite Nature by itself, just Infinite Nature on Tumblr and Infinite Nature on Facebook. So thank you so much for your time. Make sure you subscribe.